we are back. The lake was shut temporarily for spawning, but they stopped because it's got a bit cold over the last couple of days. It's quite sunny today, but really cold northeasterly wind, which has been blowing for about a week and a half now, and it's set to go for another 2 weeks, I believe. So should hold them off for a bit. I think it was only the small ones that started anyway, so it's good news. Just having to walk around. I don't believe there's anyone else here. I haven't seen anyone. Can't see any other cars here, so hopefully we got a choice of swims. I've popped the car in the spot where I've been fishing and where I caught from last time I was here, just as a starting point. Have a little mooch around the lake, convoy. And if we can spot them, if there's a fair few there, we'll probably jump in on that. If I can't see anything, as I said, starting points where I caught before and where the bait's been going in. So that's the plan. Have a mooch around, I'll show you guys a couple of the swims. Lovely day. I like this sort of weather because t-shirt weather, but as you can probably hear the wind, it's quite a cold wind, so it just cools you down instantly. I'm going to get my tan on. So yeah, drop that door. Before I drop the poo bag. So yeah, have a nice little stroll. Hopefully locate some carp. If not, back in the swim, get everything set up, get some bait out. Got some oil on the pellets and everything like that. So it's going to kick up a right stink. Hopefully bring some fish down. I did pop to a shop and get some bits for some zigs, which I'm not really a massive fan on, to be honest, but they seem to work in here. A few people have caught on them, so we'll give them a go. I'm a bit of a zig noob. Come on boy, this way. So yeah, right, let's get into a couple swims, show you those and see what happens. Right, I'm in one of the point swims and I'll show you that commands a hell of a lot of water. Obviously the gap in between the islands there. You can see the water's down a fair bit, but it's like most places this time of year, isn't it? A lovely swim. We've got loads of room here. It's lovely. I mean, it's so shallow. So shallow by the island on the left there. You can literally see the spots, and over here you can see it glowing. That's going to be dead shallow there. You can probably walk to it, to be honest. It does go a bit deep in the middle. But yeah, it's not too bad actually. The only thing is, it's a bit of a drop if I get a bite, and now my luck, break an ankle or something. Yeah, we'll stand in here for a couple of minutes. If we spot something, might be worth starting up in here. But the wind is proper blowing down that end of the lake, so whether they're sat on the end of it or not, I don't know. We'll see. We'll keep investigating. Go from there. I found one right in the bottom corner. It's not a bad one. Okay, it's a bit of a chunk. I don't know if you guys will be able to see. Just in front of the reeds there. Hopefully you guys can see it. It's not a bad one at all. Catching a bit of sun rays, isn't it? Lovely. It's an upper 20. Just got pooed on by a bird. No, maybe not. Lovely times. It's just literally sunning itself. Yeah, it's certainly an upper 20 for sure. Right in this bottom corner. Not surprised, to be fair. You can see the sun's right up there. It's living its best life down there. Right, let's carry on exploring. Right, so this is probably the last swim I'm going to investigate before getting round to where the car that is and get set up. Obviously that was down that corner there. That's, I think 2 or 3 more, and they were just babies. Like literally, I think they're the fish that they stopped not long ago. Can't see anything else. There's a lot of weed down this end. It's like the tree's sweating on me. Blooming dog. Yeah, there's a lot of weed down this end. nothing I can see really that I can go off. Obviously seen that one down there, but I'm not here to catch 20 pounders. I want to catch the big one, or the A team, and I've seen nothing. If I'd have seen a big one down there, believe me, I'd be setting up in here, but mid to upper 20 at a push, because they all look bigger in the water, don't they? It's not really something I can go off, and it was sunning itself, so the chances of it staying here and eating food is very slim. Feels like it's raining underneath these trees, it's weird. Yeah, lovely. Commands a fair bit of water up to the island, and then down in the bowl down the corner there. Obviously you've got to swim opposite there, but yeah, it's not a bad one at all actually. Righty, I'm gonna get back round to the car, get everything on the barrow, get in a swim, get it set up. I mean, the wind's blowing nicely down there. With the sun like this, it's gonna be hard to pinpoint them, especially in between all the islands and stuff like that. So we'll just go where we caught before. Seems lazy, I know, but they're not really showing galore to the point where I think, yeah, this is the one. Yeah, I've caught there, been putting the bait in, so on a day like this, in my head, they're going to be moving around the whole lake. I don't want to chase them. It's not really my style of angling anymore. I'm getting too old for it. If I didn't have the dog, I'd happily chase them, but getting everything on the barrow, getting around with the dog's a bit of a nightmare. So I'm going to enjoy my fishing and just chill a little bit. If we catch, we catch. If we don't, we don't. But at least I'm setting up somewhere I know the spots, and I can get the rigs out, the bait out straight away. I know the spots produce. I know the rigs work. So let's see what happens. Alright, we'll see you back in the swim with everything set up. Right, I'm in the swim. Bivvy's up. Rods aren't out yet. It's absolute carnage. Carnage. Get some rigs tied up. Get the rods wrapped up. Get a marker. Marker lead out to make sure the spots are still clean. And then get fishing. God, it's a bit blurry, isn't it? Let's sort that out. Bit better. Still a bit blurry. Might be the screen protector. Righty, let's get crack-a-lacking. Right, rods are out. It's looking good. I think there's only one other person on the lake. Taking the screen thingy off, so it's nice and clear. My face isn't blurry and looking even more ugly than usual. But yeah, couldn't find a drop on the short spot, which is not ideal. But I'm guessing a bit of weeds drifted over, so not fishing there. Got one over this direction, and I'm having to fish two to the island. So yeah, not too bad, not too bad. He's loving life. And you're handsome. You handsome chunky boys. I'll leave you alone. Yeah, gonna get some food on the go. The chaos is no longer chaos, it's sort of semi-tidy-ish. Yeah, got a new one of these. It's the granite version, or whatever they call it. Hopefully it'll last a bit longer than the other one. Got some free utensils, which is quite cool, I guess. Happy days. Right, let's get some food on the go and see wagwan, as the roadmen call it, or say it, however you want to go. Oh, it took a bit longer getting the rods out than I like, but it's what it is. Let's see what happens. I'll go through rigs and bits and bobs in the morning. Baiting wise, pellets, micro pellets, small pellets by the island, because I don't want the birds to annihilate me. Covered in the Atlantic Heat hot fish oil, sea stim powder, crustacean powder, and powdered krill as well. So hopefully it will kick off food signals all up and down the column as they're breaking down. Out here I bought a catapult, so I've put probably about 2 pockets full of boilies over the top, and then a couple of dot spots over the top of that, just to sort of hopefully get them grubbing in the area if they do turn up. A nice hinge stiff rig on that one, and I'll show you the rig in the morning, and then just 2 Ronnies on that because it's really shallow, so I want something quite close to the deck, but I don't want to fish on the deck because I'm not a massive fan on it. I'm not a massive fan of it, just in case the hook point gets burred. So yeah, some food on the go and a carp in the net. That'll do, won't it? Lovely jabalay. Come on, you carp. It's 20 past 8. It's going to get dark in the next half hour, 45 minutes. Still haven't seen anything, but typically unless they're hoofing themselves out, you don't see much when there's a chop on the surface like this. Birds have left me alone so far, which is good. There's a couple of swans, as you can see. They're leaving me alone, so fingers crossed. I'll have to catch up with Dale tomorrow, see if he spotted anything. I mean, as far as I'm aware, the only fish that I've seen or anyone's seen have been the couple down the bottom end, but they're only little ones, and sort of every time that I come there's sort of small ones down that bottom end. It's always typically like quite calm water, so yeah, don't know whether I've made the right choice jumping in here, but at least I know the spots are decent. I've caught from here before, so I'm hoping the fish are just moving around the lake. The wind's been going like this for a while now, and it's like I said earlier, it's set to be going this direction for another week or two. So they should be used to it by now, which means in my head they're going to be mooching around and searching for food all over the place. That's the theory. We'll see. But yeah, I'm just going to chill now. I'll catch up with you guys in the morning. Obviously, if anything happens during the night, you'll be the first to know. So yeah, see you in the morning. Right, so the wind's completely died off. I didn't even realise, but it's a full moon tonight, so buzzing. But if you are a long time subscriber, we all know that I don't do too well on the moon phases. But yeah, it's looking lovely now. Just before it got a bit darker, I redid the middle and the left rod, just because when I was doing it earlier it was blowing a hoolie, so I just got a bit of a better line lay. Felt the drops a lot better. Stuck 2 more spoms out on top, because obviously with the wind earlier I didn't know if the little small pellets would have drifted off, so now I've at least got 2 spoms, dot spods, whatever the heck they are, on top of each rod. Right rod I've just left because that went perfect earlier. Yeah, the mozzies are out in force. I mean out in force. So I'm going to have to bust out the Skin So Soft from Avon. If you know, you know. To coat the dog in it as well. Let's see what happens. Dale's messaged, he's fishing on one of the points down at that end. Over there somewhere, I believe. He's going to let me know if he has anything. Also, if I have anything, I'll let him know. Or if I see anything, I'll let him know, because he'd be able to move on to it. So, for example, he's over there. If I don't move myself, I'll say to him, and then he could potentially move, or whatever. Teamwork, teamwork. He's on the baitworks as well, so it's all good, it's all good. Righty, I'll let you guys know if I see anything, but I'm just going to keep my eyes peeled. Oh, there we go. It looks tiny on here. It looks huge. But yeah, this time of year, and at this time, I find it's probably one of the best times to spot them. When everything goes dead flat, dead calm, and it's quiet and it's getting dark. On most lakes anyway, I don't know about this one to be honest. But we shall see. Keep my eyes peeled, keep watching, waiting, and see what happens. See you in a bit. Top of the morning. So we had a couple of liners last night. That was literally it. Not fun, but is what it is. Spent a lot of time watching the water. Didn't see anything. But as soon as I sort of shut the door, laid in bed, I heard an absolute donkey hoof itself out, which sounded like it came from the right. So down that way. So the plan is leave the rods. It's now 20 past 10. I'm gonna leave the rods till probably about 12:30, 1 o'clock. Nothing happens by then. Wind them in. Take the dog for a mooch around the lake. If I can't see anything, obviously you can just come back, reset everything. I might put a zig out. Don't know. Probably put a zig out on the right rod and see what happens. Actually, I'll probably keep the right rod on the deck and put a zig on the left rod. Might put it sort of in between here, sort of in the middle, or move the middle rod to where the left rod is, on the rest that is. The right rod in the middle, and then use the left rod and just hoof the zig out down to the right. I just don't know. It's a rock hard lake this, like proper hard. The fish are so shy. I mean, obviously last time when I was here and I caught, they were showing like crazy, but even a couple of other members were like, that's like really rare for them to do that. Little liner on the middle. Just go. 3, 2, 1, go. No? Okay. So yeah, it's going to be a very tough campaign, I think. Maybe the secret to getting this place rocking is pre-baiting, so I think a couple of days in the week I'm going to come down, stick some bait out, and hopefully sort of train them to feed on the areas. We'll see. Right, I'm going to chill, hopefully catch. If not, I'll catch up with you guys when I'm walking the dog. Alright, so me and Bear had a little walk. We're back in the swim now. I've stuck a little zig out, a ball height one, so Mr. Mark Bryant would be proud of me. Depends how low your balls hang, I guess. Yeah, so it's probably 3 foot and a bit in a relatively shallow zone. It's thumping down. There's a bit of a gravel bar that's sort of across here, and I've been getting liners, and it's not too far out. Let's say it's probably about 13, between 10 and 13 wraps out at a guess. And yeah, I'm hoping that's going to be an interception point on the middle rod that I was fishing a bit further out. I've brought it a bit closer on that same sort of gravel bar. It's donking down lovely. Stuck a bit of bait out, a couple pouches of boilies in the catapult, and I'm going to stick this lovely jubbly rig on it. Hinge stiffy, nice white scent from hell. I'm using a softer boom just so it follows a bit of the contours, because the gravel out there, it's like you get a bit of fine gravel, then you get like quite rocky gravel, so just hopefully it will sit in between any of that. I normally tend to use like a stiff bristle filament boom or whatever they're called, but in this scenario I'm going for the softer booms. It's a semi-stiff material, but it's a hell of a lot softer than like the korda boom or like the Fox rigidity stuff or anything like that, or your amnesias. So yeah, about to put that out, and then obviously I'm going to fish tight to the island on the other one because I've had a bite off of that one before. So yeah, fingers crossed. I've seen a fish, well, a couple of fish down in the car park swim. They don't particularly get caught from there. You can tell they're just going in there to chill. And in my head, there's a swim that sort of cuts off that area, but I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket, whereas where I am, that's off, is just here. If they come out and head up this side of the island, I've got this sort of diagonal line covered, but also if fish are coming down from the other side of the island, I've got it covered there as well. So I'm going to stay put, see what happens. Right, let's get this rod out and we'll see you in a bit. Alright, me and Bear are on our evening stroll. I say evening, it's probably about 5:30. Just put a fair bit of bait out, more than what I have done since I've fished here. Yeah, so the idea behind that is by the time the pellets and that, the oil seeps off them and they start to break down, I'll still have some bait, sort of whole bait there by the morning. Just going to walk around to the car park swim and see if there's anything in there still. Yeah, so we've got 2 rods on a deck, 1 on a zig. I've changed the depth of the zig about my height, so 5'8", not that tall. Yeah, I still haven't seen anything. I know one fish has come out right at the other end where we saw that common. Be interesting if it was the actual fish that come out. Hay fever's battering me. Yeah, we're gonna go take the dog for a walk round to the car park swim, see if we can see any fish in there, just to spot and try and gauge how many are up this sort of end. It's gonna be quite hard though, it's a bit of a chop on the water still. Flies. Yeah, get back, get the rods out, cook some dinner. Well, make Bear's food first, then cook mine. I've got a lovely bit of steak, and then do a carp catching dance, and hopefully we can tempt a bite. Go on, Bear, this way. Come on, come on. He loves it here. Good boy. Righty. Swap hands. Yeah, it's a bloody tough lake. Just because of how cute and shy they are. They don't like giving themselves up easy. I mean, last time when they were showing and I did catch, it was quite obvious it was going to happen, because 2 come out opposite swim to Dale, so I was sort of expecting a bite really. There's a little carp. Yeah, Bear, you're making me twist and turn. Go on, move. But this time I haven't really seen anything. All I've had occurrence wise is a couple of liners, and obviously hearing something hoof itself out last night. Another reason why I'm baiting up now and get the rods out as soon as I get back. Ooh, does look good down. A little bit of a cutout. Obviously this part of the lake, the swim's just there. Be hard to fish this area. Can't see anything. Forgot my sunnies, and I noddy. Right, come on, boy. Yeah, it's nice that it's quite natural, this lake. They do trim the paths to the swims back, but I like the fact that everything's natural. It's not fresh cut barked or gravel swims. I mean, look at this. It's like your own little slice of paradise, isn't it? Now this to me will definitely be holding some fish. Got the sun on it, the wind's not hacking down as much as what it is there. This is definitely a zone that they'll be chilling out in, 100%. Yeah. Have a scout about, see if I can spot anything. Carry on walking in, and then get back to the swim, get the rods out, and we'll catch up with you then. Don't know how clear it is, but you can see all this little bits of algae and stuff sitting in the water. Obviously loads of weed floating about. The water's got a tinge of green, and it's obviously that algae stuff sitting in it and blown down here. So maybe I'm not in a bad position where I am, right in the wind, well, the wind cutting across me. Who knows? But I think it might have to be a pre-baiting campaign on here, which I don't mind. I quite like pre-baiting, and then when it pays off, you feel good about it, don't you? Nothing as of yet down here. Not like I'd be able to see them without my sunnies anyway, or with this green tinge in the water. Not ideal. But hey hey, you got to walk around and have a look, ain't you? The more you walk around, the more you look, the more in tune you get. You might recognise certain fish in certain areas, and you can target them as and when. I saw a decent one down here and a couple of smallish ones earlier, but everyone I've spoken to, especially the bailiffs and that, they've said that they just sun in here. People don't really catch fish out of this swim, so it's one of them. People don't really catch fish out of here. It's nice to just let them have this zone to just chill out in. Right, let's get back up here, carry on the walk. Like I said earlier, we'll see you back in the swim. Right, rod's all out. I'm trying some back leads on the rods I'm fishing at the bottom, just in case there's any drifting weed, because I noticed by the time the morning comes, even with slacking the lines off, the bobbins are pulled all the way up, so I've got some relatively light back leads on. I'm not a fan of using them unless I'm fishing with braid, to be honest, but we'll see. But yeah, middle rod, I'm pretty sure it hit a fish on the way down, because it donked and I was like, that's a bit early, and then it went donk again. I was like, okay, so I might have just given a carp concussion. Left rod went down an absolute treat, cracked down, so that area is getting cleaner and cleaner. And the zig, I've shortened it so it's about to my shoulder, just hoofed that out randomly, but that cracked down as well, to be honest, so hopefully that's in sort of like a clean area and there's nothing sort of in the area of where the bait is, i.e. weed and crap like that. So yeah, I'm gonna make Bear's dinner quickly and then I'm gonna get mine on the go and hopefully we have a carp. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling confident, I'm feeling hungry as well, so in a bizzle. Again, I have achieved perfection. Look at that. Steak burgers. I've got my crispy onions though, so I'm a bit annoyed. Oh well. Come on, you carp. Oh, lovely jubbly. Righty, we're going into the last evening. Just sat here, chillaxing with the dog. Oh. The wind's died down quite a lot. I haven't seen anything. Well, to be fair, for the past half hour, 45 minutes, sort of laying down, just watching stuff on my phone, which I don't normally do until it's night time. But I'm relaxing. I'm enjoying myself. Yeah, it's looking good, it's looking good. I will start paying attention to the water now, because this is the time where you sort of see something, if anything's going to be popping its head out or anything like that, especially now the wind's died down. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a boring one for you guys watching this, I guess, but it's part and parcel of carp fishing, and it happens when you're on a challenging lake. Like I've said in previous videos and many times before, I could quite easily just go rock up to Linear or Bluebell or Thorny Weir or one of these day ticket lakes and just catch carp for the sake of catching carp. But to me, it's, don't get me wrong, I will do that at some point, because it's nice to just get a bend in the rod, you know what I mean? At the same time, those venues can be challenging sometimes. But the majority of the time, for example, like B1 on Linear, if it's busy, the fish get pushed about, so you've got a good chance of catching. But on here, I think there's me and maybe 2 other people on, so the fish probably aren't really being moved about much. We're all probably trying to keep pressure down to a minimum, not casting much, not baiting up much. And these are very, very shy fish. So we're in it for the long run, guys. And like I said as well earlier on, I could have gone down that end down there where I saw that common when I first arrived. Probably could have caught it, but it's just not what I'm after. If I saw some decent sized fish down there, believe me, I'd be down there. But I just saw that maybe mid-20 common at a max, and then a couple of small stockies, not even 20 pound. And that's not what I'm here for when there's fish that are in here that are double the size of that. So stick with me, guys. We'll get there. We'll get there. We've had one out. I mean, the first fish I had out was 28 pounds, so can't grumble. That was a cracking carp with probably more stories to tell, and it's probably older than me. You never know. Oh, he's chilling. You loving life? Usual what? Yeah. He loves it here, especially when we're taking on nice long strolls. But yeah, we'll update you as soon as I see anything, if I do see anything, that is, anyway. And hopefully, put your fingers together for me. We'll pray to Carp Jesus, do a little little dance. See what happens. See you soon. Oh, right. I was watching the water. Oh, adrenaline. I see a fish roll over the left spot, and I was like, yes, because I've seen a couple sort of subtle shows, and I was like, they've turned it up, they've turned it up. 5 seconds later, we got one. Looks a decent one as well. Yeah, the Wellington's on. Light is fading very, very quickly. Oh, I want to have a closer look at this. Righty. I don't have a lot of time at all. Oh, let's have a look. Don't know how far I can go on this. Yeah, that's a good one. See you in a minute in the mat. Oh, let's go. How about that? Oh, I'm so happy. All the hard work's paid off. What an absolute corker. Oh, I'm buzzing. I haven't weighed it yet. It's pretty heavy though. Oh, what a carp. Right, I'll show you the other side. I'm sure you can all agree, this is a cracker. Proper thick fish. Heavy as well. I'm very interested to see what it weighs. I'm buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. Oh, look at that. Oh, what a carp. Right, let's get him back. Bit more bait out. Rod exactly on that spot again. Let's see if we can pinch another one. Happy days, come on. Yes. Right, I'm sweating me booze off. Rod's back out. Bit more bait out on the spot. Hopefully they've turned up properly. When I was playing the fish and when I first got the run, I saw sort of like an eruption on the surface there, here, and over there. What's going on? Obviously, where I've had the bite, the fish is spooked. Other fish in the area are spooked. So a group of them had turned up, and as I was playing it, it kited down here, and I could still see sort of activity. So I'm hoping that was a group of fish feeding on the zone, because I spread the bait around the island. Oh, I can tell the adrenaline's still going. Oh, crikey. Whew. I'm buzzing. What a stunning fish. Oh, I weighed it by the way, 35 pound on the nose. Buzzing. It looked a big fish. When I was about to net it, I was like, oh, come on, get in there, get in there. It looked massive in the water. Yeah, happy days. So rod's back out, bit more bait out. I'm feeling like the back leads are doing me a favour. Like the line is not being towed by anything drifting. So that might be the way forward. It seems to have paid off. Whether or not I've just got lucky and a fish have turned up, I don't know. But yeah, the middle rod's still fishing obviously, and I got the zig out. So if they've drifted off down the bottom end, hopefully one of them will come in contact with the zig or even the middle rod spot. But I'm in desperate need of a change. I am soaked. I've got some spare trousers and a spare hoodie here as well, so whew, sweaty Betty, sweaty Betty. Oh, happy days. Hopefully the footage isn't horrendous. It happened to me last time. Literally, you can see it's getting dark now. I only put the fish back about 5-10 minutes ago, or maybe about 20 minutes ago. It's near on dark. This happened last time, and you can never get good video quality or photos in that sort of light. It's like half light. It's awful. And I need to get one of them rhino beam things. Like that would do me a treat actually. So I might have to get one. Or if any of you guys, by the time this is uploaded, if I haven't got one already, put some suggestions of any lights you use for night shots and bits and bobs like that. I used to have one, but it was one of the Carp Couture ones. You can only use it for about 15 minutes and then it'd die. 15 minutes? 15 seconds, sorry. 15 minutes would be ideal. My words are all kerfuffled, so I'm still absolutely buzzing. Oh, happy days. Happy days. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. It's a corker as well. Well, I haven't even looked back at the footage. I need to look back at it. Hopefully it's not rubbish. If it is, I'm going to be gutted. But I'm not one of these people. When I have the fish out on the bank, I don't like it being out on the bank long. Maximum amount of time, just getting a like 2-3 minutes video, if that, and then straight back, whether the video is good or not. Because I wouldn't sort of restart the video, just wet the fish and carry on. Like, it's just not my cuppa. It's been through enough stress having to have a hook in its mouth and seeing my ugly mug and being out of the water. So the least we can do, because they give us such joy, is get them back. No point faffing about. Have all your stuff ready, like I do. I have my mat and everything ready, whether I catch or not. Fish on the bank, photos, video, whatever, back in the water. Look at your photos and your videos afterwards. If they're not very good, well, is what it is. But yeah, ran over. I'm gonna get changed, and yeah, going into the night very confident now. Oh, what a carp. Carp, right scrap. It went from the island, just kited from like here, or about here, sorry, and just went, and I'm there like, yeah, stop. Yes. Whew. Right, let's get changed. It's about 20 to 1 in the morning. Just woke up for a wee. And look at that. Nice full moon. Looks beautiful. It's so bright. Go on, you rods. You probably can't even see them. God, crikey. I've actually caught one on a big moon phase. Happy days. Let's have another one. Wee. Oh. Good morning. As you can see, I'm very tired. But there's a reason for that. It's just got light. This thing woke me up. It's common. I'm not sure how big it is. Buzzing. half asleep but buzzing. So let's get it out, get it on the mat, get it weighed, get it back. I'm gonna have some sleep. I'm getting back to bed straight after this. See you in a sec. Well, how about that? Bit lively. Happy days. Absolutely tore off. Oh, a lovely common. It's all tensing itself up. He's not happy. But I am. Balance, balance, balance. Lovely times. Right, let's have a look at the other side. Whew. This one will definitely be recognised. As you can see, it's got a scar on its belly, well, on its side flank, sorry. Very, very angry common. But I'm a very, very happy James, so. Right, it's getting weighed, getting back, and get back to sleep. Fish has been weighed, it's 27 pound. I'm going back to sleep. See you in a bit. I'm back in the realm of the living. Whew. It's about 11 o'clock. I'm so shattered from last night. Oh, this morning, should I say. Whew. Yeah, it's been a good session. Very good session. I think it's time to pack up. The sun's out. I'm gonna slowly pack everything away, get home, get showered, shave, haircut, just chill for the rest of the day. Back to work tomorrow. Oh, what a good session. I was a bit down in the dumps thinking it weren't gonna happen, because it's a rock hard lake, it really is. But I think the thing that's paid off for me is consistency, sticking to the spot, keeping the bait going in. Oh, let's get the trainer on. That was the bed, by the way, not me. Yeah, so what I might do is pop down Thursday, bait up, and then obviously come back Friday after work and keep doing that consistently. Obviously depending on spawning and stuff like that. But I found out that mirror I had was a fish that come out 3-4 weeks ago. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Yeah, fish that come out 3-4 weeks ago at 38. And instantly when I saw it, I was like, that's a target. 100% that's a target. And yeah, I've got one of my targets already, so I'm really happy. That common was lovely as well. 25 pound, I think it was. 25? 25? I think it might have been 27. 27. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's 27. But yeah, to get a target, and it's a fish that doesn't come out regularly either, so it's even better. But I'm buzzing, absolutely buzzing. So I'm just going to stick to what I'm doing. Just be consistent with it, because I don't want to chase them about. This isn't the sort of lake that I would do well chasing them about on, because they move so quickly. They're very in tune with the weather as well, and when it's like this, or when it's like that on a lake, you just got to be prepared to blank, because if I keep chasing them about, yeah, I might catch the odd one or two, but I might blank a lot as well. And then the effort of moving and everything like that, being on the fish by the time I've found spots, because I don't know the lake like the back of my hand, do you know what I mean? So unless it's in a swim where I know the spots, and if they're showing by the spots, I can just get the rods out straight away, minimal bait, do you know what I mean? Catapult, throwing stick, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? But yeah. Oh yes, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. It's good. It's good to be back. It's good to be back in the swing of it. It's good to be catching. It's got to be consistent with it. I'm kind of feeling the back leads. It's a bit weedy, but I feel as if that's doing me a favour. So I'm going to do that again. Also, when I had the bites, they're not going into my other lines. Even though I'm using fluoro, it will be sunk down, but if there's a weed bed, it will be sat on top of that. So imagine you've got a 3-foot weed bed, that's going to be sat on the top of that, maybe into it a little bit, so say 2 foot. Fish can still swim through that, but with the back lead it would pin it down even further. So definitely going to be doing that next time. They're only little light ones, like where are they? I've got it here somewhere. Yeah, only little light. No, is that it? Is that one of them? No, that's too big. That's it. Only little diddy ones. They weigh basically nothing, but the fluoro sinks like a brick anyway, so with that just pulling it down even more, it's doing me a favour. And then when I'm getting a bite, it doesn't feel like anything extra on the line. So yeah, happy days. Right, plan. Pack away slowly, very slowly. Sign off with you guys. Get home, shower, food, chill out. I'll give the dog a bath as well, because he's been laying on the floor a lot. He's been bitten a couple of times as well, bless him. And yeah, bit bitten. Yeah, you want a drink? Some water? So yeah, that's the plan. Let's put it into action. Oh, excuse me. Right, see you guys in a bit. Righty, that is it from me. It is very warm now. The wind's still kicking up and coming down this way. It's not as strong, but the sun's definitely coming out. Definitely coming out with a force. Up, Advanta Discovery. Oh, the branding's terrible, isn't it? But for what it is and how much I paid for it, yeah, I'm actually quite happy. I think it was like 50 quid or something like that, and the JRC version or whatever it is like 70, and the trakker version is like 110 or something mental. The padding's good enough. It obviously fits decent sized carp in it, as we know now. And yeah, happy days. Right, ADHD kicked in. Thank you for watching. It's been eventful. It's been brilliant. It was a bit of a downer at first. I was struggling, but it paid off in the end. So I'm mega happy. And if you haven't subscribed already, we playing it. Subscribe button will appear here. Ding! And I'll put a link to my previous video just here. Again, thank you for watching. I'm looking forward to next time. Hopefully you guys are too. See you soon.